What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Gonna be taking care of all my poor scholars' class quests, so... Because it's all the way up at 70, but I ain't done a thing for it. Alrighty, just one more. Man, look at all those just floating islands. Probably makes sense if I summon the fairy I'm doing all of this for. Alright, back to Limsa. What level of quests am I even on for this class? Because I've done like maybe one or two of them when I got it. Oof, level 35. My nose is so itchy today. I don't know why. Welcome back, Azami. I gather the experiment met with success. Then this strongly suggests that each fairy is a distinct individual with her own thoughts, feelings, and memories. While I must redouble my efforts to translate the remaining text, at this rate your discoveries threaten to overshadow mine. Not to bemoan your accomplishments, but I have yet to decipher any equally amazing stratagems. Soon enough, though. Soon enough. You will never catch up to me, you tiny little Alafel. But hey, I got a new spell, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, AoE heal. Finally. How curious that you always come at the most opportune time, Azami. 'Tis divine providence, almost. Doubly so, since we have both been blessed with a chance to refine our respective arts. You see, in your absence, I have been studying a section of the Nemean treatise detailing marauder fighting techniques. The fundamentals do not differ much from modern methods, but there are slight variations in footwork and grip, as well as the distinction between various ranges and the attacks best employed when... Forgive me, I lost sight of my more pertinent point. Nemean scholars and marauders fought side by side, yes? Well, now you and I have the opportunity to do the same. A Tonberry has been spotted in Bronze Lake, and the Marauders Guild has been asked to dispatch it. Since Tonberries dwell within the Wanderer's Palace, an ancient Nemean temple recently discovered in the wake of the calamity, there is a strong possibility that the creatures have resided there since before the fall of Nim. Do you follow my reasoning, Azami? These malevolent creatures may have overrun the temple and claimed it for their own at the height of Nemean civilization. They may have posed a major threat to the ancient people, even? If so, then surely facing one in battle would rekindle memories of your fairy. Even if I am mistaken, the Tonberry poses a threat to the locals. Moreover, I would very much like to put my newly learned Nemean techniques to the test, so we will rendezvous outside the Wanderer's Palace, yes? That sounds good to me. You just don't let any harm come to my fairy, okay? I gotta keep Eos safe. Eos is my healer. I'm the DPS, she's the healer. That's how it goes. Ooh, level sync is in effect. Proceed. Let's go fight a Tonberry. The tonnest of berries, one could say. Well met, Azami. I had only just arrived myself. 'Twas in this vicinity that the Tonberry was last sighted. With luck, it will not have gone far. I mean, if I remember right, this is pretty much just a Tonberry dungeon. There he is! And he has a hat. Look, atop the stairs! My son, my dear son, at long last The Rancor, it rises, it rises! Man, it comes! No, Eos, come back! I need you to heal me. This ain't good. Eos ran away. Dude, you are the tank. Why am I pulling aggro? Oh no. Oh no! I'm too slow. Okay, that's it. That wasn't too bad. What are you doing? Move, damn you! My... Confound it all. Eos. Gosh darn it, Eos. Bah, what happened to Zami? I thought you could control her. I apologize. I know you have only just begun to work with the fairy. Some disobedience is to be expected. Axmaster Warnzer... that. Warnzoen will be disappointed, but there's naught we can do. The Tonberry is long gone. Let us return to Limsa Lominsa. Some of these names, man, it just does not roll off the tongue unless I hear it pronounced. It's not what I wanted. I wanted my map. Also, Eos, we are gonna have to have a talk when we get back. Tonberries are evil. Bum ba da bum 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 ba dum ba da. Azami, permit me to apologize a second time. Earlier, I was flustered and not myself. In the aftermath of the Tonberry's escape, I completely overlooked our accomplishments. We confirmed the viability of Nemean tactics and proved that a scholar and a marauder working in tandem is a force to be reckoned with, would you not say? And correct me if I'm mistaken, but your fairy regained some of her memory, yes? With that in mind, I feel comfortable claiming that this was a worthwhile endeavor. However, do try and gain greater mastery over your minion. Azami, I would hate for a repeat of that incident. Hey man, Eos does what she wants. I can only sit here and be disappointed. That's pretty much it. Good to see you, Azami. I've made yet another discovery which pertains to you and your scholarly arts. I have come into possession of several ancient engravings, including some which show the traditional raiments of Nemean scholars. In fact, the extraordinary detail of these illustrations, coupled with information gleaned from other sources, was sufficient to deduce their design. At present, it is impossible to say how historically accurate my designs are. That is why I proposed we enlist the aid of Eorzea's preeminent artisans, so that we might recreate these garments, should they prove prove sufficiently authentic, I expect your fairy will regain more of her missing memories. In the hands of preeminent weaver, say Master Redolent, Rose of the Sunsilk Tapestries, this information should be sufficient. But you cannot journey to Ul'dah until you have gathered the leaves of a direwort. My text explicitly mentioned that the plant's pigments were used to dye Nemean uniforms. Alas, direwort is much rarer than it was in the days of yore. It can only be found in the Fogfens now. Unless you think I mean to make you do all the work, worry not while you scour Mor Dhona. For the plant, I will contact Master Rose and convince him to help, though I doubt it will require much effort. Well, okay. Let's go to Mor Dhona. Oh, God. It is too early in the day for me to be yawning. Not acceptable. Another fairy. Is it your fairy? Alright, where am I headed? Peace, I'm out. Oh, hello. Almost forgot, I'm completely overleveled for this. Okay. Thanalan Ul'dah. Let us be off. Ba da 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 ba ba da da. Da 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 ba da 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 na 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 na. Alright, where the hell am I actually going for you? Weaver's Guild. Makes sense. I suppose... Blah, blah, blah. I suppose you do have a rather scholarly air about you. I've been expecting you, Azami. Have you the leaves and Alka-Zolka's designs, then? See. Crafting raiments that have not been seen in 1500 years? This is indeed a daunting challenge. But I suspect but it is one I suspect I will enjoy a great deal, for rare is the day a weaver receives ancient fashion. I shall begin at once. You may observe if you like, but be aware it will be a lengthy process. I mean, I am also a weaver, so it's all good. It has been some time since I labored with such intensity. I adhered to Ul'dah's design as best as I could, though there were certain aspects I felt compelled to change. His lack of familiarity with textiles and weaving led to what can only assume are errors. You will note that I could only complete the culottes. This is because the other garments require skills which I do not possess. Mistresses Serendipity and Jeva of the goldsmiths and leatherworkers guilds respectively can provide the finishing touches to the remaining pieces. But you were unaware that I could not craft the full set myself, weren't you? Very well, I shall send word to them on your behalf, Azami. You need only visit each guild and present to them my unfinished work. I trusted you to do this, Guildmaster. Call yourself a weaver? I mean, I can't exactly go make these myself. Hey, it's the pants. I got the pants. Okay, I guess it's a skirt. Well, whatever. Hey, which one of you am I headed to? Goldsmith. I still need to join the goldsmith. I don't have that for my crafting yet. But I'm also kind of taking a break from crafting, so I can obtain money. Because I'm broke. Crafting is expensive. Greetings, Azami. Red said you'd be along shortly, so let's see that mortar board. There you are. This shouldn't take long. Wait here a moment. Here it is, as promised. Amazing what a difference a mithril tassel can make, isn't it? Wear it with pride, Azami. Now off you go, and be sure to enjoy time in Gridania. Oh god, I gotta go to Oh, that's right. That's what the Leatherworkers Guild is. Oof. I don't get paid enough for these teleports. I think that's the hat. Is that the hat? I think I have a hat now. Let me see. It's gotta be the hat. Yeah, it's the hat. Look at my hat. Let's go ahead and put everything else on. Look at my hat. It even comes with glasses. That's hilarious. Well, hello there. I need to get the musical instruments, man. I want to do that stuff. It's so cool because, you know, you're actually playing the music. It's not like some auto thing. It's, you know, you actually, you know, having to do it. And there's all button things that correspond to certain keynotes. I want it. I want it so bad. I never went and looked up where to get it either. So that's kind of on me. Ah, Zami, the woman who would single-handedly revive the scholarly arts. Alright then, show me what you've got. Master Rose's work is marvelous, as to be expected. This will be a pleasure. There you go, one pair of fingerless, buffalo leather gloves, perfect for the scholar who prefers that her protection does not come at a cost to dexterity. Oh, the boots. Belly will see to those. He's an expert cordwainer, so you needn't worry about the quality. Besides, I've already spoiled you by making your gloves for free. Yay, gloves. Ooh, very nice gloves. I like these gloves. I like them a lot. You're the scholar, yes. I've been instructed to assist you. If you would please let me see Master Rose's work. Craftsmanship is amazing. I cannot wait to get started. Here you are, madame. Made with the finest boar and buffalo leather in accordance to Alka Zolka's design, which are very impressive, I must say. You must be dying to see the completed set. I know I would be. Had I gone to such great lengths, you ought to surprise him by wearing the garments when you next meet him. I don't think I have the full set, though. No, I definitely have no chest piece. There's no chest piece in here. Also, my armory chest is a mess. This is a problem. These are definitely boots. Yeah, let's see what the whole thing looks. Well, what I have looks. That's so weird. Thank you, Eos. That ain't the door. Second there, I thought that wasn't the door either. Aw, do I gotta be wearing all the stuff? Probably. How unfortunate, because I don't have a chest piece for it. But it looks weird. That's not okay. Ugh. I got a way to fix this. Yeah. Now I'm going in style. Now I don't look like a complete hobo. That's just, you know, grabbing clothes as he sees fit. By the gods, I feel as though I've been transported backwards through time. You were the very image of Anemian scholars of Eld. It's so funny because I'm just wearing my normal. Well, minus the gown, but still, never in my wildest dreams did I think it would turn out this well. Ha, I see you approve of this as well, little one. Suffice it to say, we can consider this a great success. Yeah, but what about the chess piece? I need my chess piece. I need my gown. Gotta pull the whole set together. Ooh. Ah yes, I forgot to mention that while I was awaiting your return, I made considerable progress with the deciphering of the Nimian tablets. Much of what I have learned until now has pertained to the roles of scholars within the military. However, these latest texts offer insight into a scholar's activities during a time of peace. As you can imagine, they were not the sort to let their restoration magics go to waste. One particularly stirring account describes their selfless efforts to combat the spread of a virulent plague, which at one point threatened to engulf all of Nim. Naturally, they did so with the aid of their fairy, which is why I believe that similar acts of charity may serve to further awaken your winged companion. If you are of mind to test my theory, when I go to Camp Bronze Lake, you will find no shortage of the sick and wounded there. Rakusa Farusa would doubtless welcome your services were you to offer them. He presides over the Warm Wine Sanatorium, so be sure to have a word with him if you decide to go. Well, alrighty. First things first. Alright, Ace, do your job. See, I don't gotta be a healer. Eos is my healer. I've learned the class. Eos is the healer all along. Me? I'm just glorified, you know, green DPS. I mean, it's not like her heals are terrible. Ish. Oh, you're down there. Hello and welcome to Bronze Lake. If you desired treatment, Pardon, you wish to administer treatment? Are you even qualified to? Wait, you must be a zombie, the scholar. We are happy to accept any assistance you can provide. I am told you possess magics, which can cleanse the body of toxins, impurities, and maladies, I guess. At the present, we have 5 patients visiting the springs who would benefit from this care. Pray attend to these individuals and return to me when finished. They can do that. To the bike. Oh. Guess I don't gotta go very far. Are you here to help me? I don't know what's wrong. I just can't. My lungs, I can breathe again. Bless you, miss. Bless you. You're welcome. I'm always happy to help. There you are. Huh? What the? Why'd you have to go and do that? Ah, bugger. Now they'll take me wine away. Oh god. He was just here for the booze. What did you do? You took something from me. Something bad. I don't know what you did, but I'm glad you did it. Thank you. Hello there. That's right, you get out of here. Don't need no corrupted ether. That's not allowed. Can't sleep. Mama will eat me. Can't sleep. Mama will eat me. Let's carry you right up. You set me free. I no longer feel his eyes upon me. You're welcome. Alright, get out of here, you. Feels weird me using my E's to attack. Oh, you're down there. That's why I kept flying past you. Did I seriously lose health from that jump? Whatever. Here you are. What? What's this warmth? Did you do that? I thank you, whoever you are. The fairy strains to remember. It's okay, Eos. We'll figure it out. Incredible, absolutely incredible. What you did for those patients was nothing short of miraculous. Their commanding officers will be pleased to hear that they can return to active duty. You and Alcazolka have my deepest thanks, Azami. Thank you, thank you. I do my best. I also apparently spend all my damn money. This teleporting is expensive. Alright, back up to the Marauders Guild we go. I still want my chess piece. Azami, Rakusa Farusa tells me that your potent magics exceed all expectation. Had a good time, did you, I thought you might. It warms my heart to see the two of you making such great strides, and it reminds me that I must work harder to see that I am not left behind. For the nonce, I will resume deciphering the Nemean tablets. Though they have yielded an immense quantity of information on the scholarly arts, I remain confident that they contain an equally impressive wealth of tactical information. Oh yeah! Nice, Lustre. Thing is, though, I don't have a fairy gauge. You're over here. Yeah, I don't have a fairy gauge. How do I use something that I cannot? And I guess it's just an additional effect, but like... When do I get my fairy gauge? I want it. It is nowhere in any of these. Maybe I get it at 50. Maybe? Maybe not? So many things that use it. Well, let's carry on. Oh yeah. So many books. And medals. Zami, you must come with me at once. Another Tonberry has emerged from the Wanderer's Palace. A traveling peddler caught sight of the fiend and fled to Camp Bronze Lake. Once again, it falls to the Marauders Guild to find and slay it. This time we will hunt the Tonberry in greater numbers so that we might surround it and cut off all avenues of escape. I have not forgotten our previous attempt to slay one of the foul creatures, nor have you. I trust I have your assurances that you will keep your fairy in line this time, yes? Let us make for Bronze Lake at once. Our comrades have already departed, and I do not wish to fall behind. We will rendezvous with them at the same place we battled the first Tonberry. Something tells me we're not killing the Tonberry. Because I do not control the fairy. The fairy is its own being. Thank the gods you have come, Azami. Any later, and we might have had to proceed without you. The Tonberry appears to be in some sort of trance, and it's oblivious to our presence. Is everyone ready? Excellent. Remember, we must surround the fiend. It cannot be allowed to flee. Bruh, do you know what Tonberries can do to a man? My son, my dear son, stay away. I cannot. Damn it, not again. It seeks sanctuary inside the Wanderer's Palace. My boy left right off that cliff. Come, let us follow and finish this once and for all. It's just me, I see. Invulnerable. Where you going? What? Again, why do you protect this demon? There we are. Rancor, Lily, my son, why are you here? Who has summoned you? Then Nim is no more? 1,500 years? Can it truly be so? I was, Sorito Karito, before the sickness from the sea transformed me. The traders, they were the first. As their ears and noses began to atrophy, their limbs grew shorter and their skin. We scholars tried to halt the spread, tried to find a cure, but in time, we too fell ill. Sympathy turned to fear, and fear to anger. Monsters, they called us, abominations. Then you were once a man? They sealed the sick within the temple with magics, tried to drown us, tried to forget us. Though our bodies had been changed, our minds remained intact. But within every man lurks a beast. When those whom you call kin deny you, come to hate you and despise you. I too succumbed to the Rancor, until you reunited me with a Lily, my dearest son. Now you stay away from Eos. Long has my mind been clouded with hatred, but by the resplendent light of Lily, at long last I am free. Eos! They were a Lalafell. See? Evil Lalafell. So wait a bleeding moment. That Tonberry used to be a scholar like you, so does that mean you'll turn into one of them if you keep slinging those spells, or did I misunderstand what he said back there? Ah, the hell's with it. Becomes the Tonberry. I came expecting to fight one Tonberry, not a whole bloody mess of them. If it wasn't for you and your flying friend, I reckon we'd not have left there alive. Gotta say, you and Ul'dah make a great team. Shame there ain't more of you scholarly types around, because I could use a partner like you. Take care, Azami. I nearly killed him. Thank the gods that fairy stopped me. I wonder, did she know it was Cerrito from the beginning? Or was it only... In any case, she has regained a good portion of her memories, if not all of them, I suspect. Well, if you would excuse me, I need to take some time to put my thoughts in order and decide how I might explain this to the Axemaster. That the traditions of my people have not been lost through the ages is a great comfort to me. I do not know how the soul crystal came into your possession, but I am glad that it did, for the sickness robbed me not only of my body, but of Lily as well. The soul of a scholar no longer resonates with my aether. I cannot summon her, only you can. Only you are fit to wield the magics now. Here, a gown as befits a scholar of your standing, I bequeath it to you, along with the knowledge of sacred soil, my most versatile art. I cannot thank you enough for purging the rancor from my heart. There are still countless others who would have yet to see the light. I cannot abandon them to their fate. I will not. And so I bid you farewell, Azami. Carry on our traditions with pride. Yay! We did it. We did a thing. Oh, God. Ah, the professional. Rare opportunities. Nice. That's out of the way. We got new spells. I love new spells. I cannot cast new spells. Ah. It costs the ether flow. Alright, you hear that, Eos? You're mine now. No longer to be ruled by a Tonberry. Or mine. Whatever. Let's see here. Ba-da-da-la-la-la. I think this is just my off-color version of my gear. Alright. Well, let's get back to the old Lullafell. Keep this train of quests a-rollin'. I really need to figure out my headphone problem. I have like no space to move. I still have no fairy gauge. You have astonishing timing, Azami. Would you believe that I meant to send for you this very bell? Cerrito Carito has summoned us both by name. His missive was unclear as to why he needs us, but when a living scholar calls, we can scarce dismiss him. Just imagine the sorts of things we might learn from him, the military tactics, the Nimian secrets. Come, my friend, let us make for the shores of Bronze, or lake where Cerrito, Crito, and untold knowledge await. I was just there. Why has nobody in this world invented a cell phone? Oh my god. There's the little guy. What you need, Cerrito? Thank you for coming. I hope the journey was not too taxing. Not at all. Both the zombie and I are ready and willing to help, but pray tell, why have you summoned us? Allow me to start at the beginning. After Lily freed my heart, I returned to my people. For the first time in an age, I was myself. And I was not alone for long. Many of my kin regained their sanity once the palace was freed of the Tonberry King's malignance. Though our minds were our own, our forms remained monstrous, and we dared not venture outside, yet within our halls, we were content with our own company and the quiet life. But it did not last. One by one, we began to grow ill again, and then grotesque, the sickness that transformed us into Tonberries has returned. What? Are you certain? Beyond all doubt, 1500 years past, powerful magics were used to seal us in the palace alongside the sickness, yet even these could not withstand the calamity. As we arose from our long slumber, the sickness awoke with us. As a scholar, I must see my people restored in mind and body both, but finding a cure will take many moons, perhaps even years, and that is time they do not have. Yet I presume you will not stand idle while their condition worsens. This is why you summoned us, is it not? Just so, I plan to seal the worst afflicted within a section of the palace. There they will slumber once more. This itself is no cure, but it will afford me the time to desperately... find a permanent solution. Now as for the seal itself, an enchantment of this nature is not unlike a net. It is anchored at several points, and if not laid down in perfect balance, the magics will falter. In order to accomplish this balance, my people created keystones to focus and disperse aether. It is these keystones that I have need of, but I dare not seek them out myself for fear of being hunted. Then we will gather them for you in your stead, is it? Is it not, Azami? Yeah, we got this. Thank you both. The original enchantment encircled this lake, and 2 of the keystones should be somewhere along the banks. If you search the shores, I have no doubt you will find them. Well, alright. Whee! As you reach to pick up the keystone, you hear a crack and rumble of rock upon rock. The hair raised on the nape of your neck, you turn to see a guardian of Ul'dah awaken. I'm gonna have to ask you to sit down. Thank you. Like bruh. Who do you think you are? And don't forget to stay hydrated, people. Let's just search for the Keystone's born fruit. Yeah. Here you are. Yes, yes, there can be no mistaking these runes. I have it, I have it. Whew, that was a pitched battle, I tell ya. The Keystone was in the clutches of an Knight, and an ill-tempered one at that. That explains the distinctive odor. The runes leave no doubt. Thank you, Alka-Zolka. Alright. It was the least I could do. I trust you can seal away the worst stricken of the Nimians now. It is not that simple. I fear the enchantment will fail without 3 keystones, 2 on the outside, and 2 at the center. Or another at the center. I lack this grand keystone and the knowledge to locate it. While I search, pray, focus on your studies. I have a suspicion that what trials await will try you sorely as a scholar. That it might, that it might. But hey, we getting a decent bit of gold. Indomitability. So your own HP and the HP of nearby allies. Hey, another AoE here. Let's go. We have divined the location of the Grand Keystone, my friend. It lies in the ruins to the east. The credit for the find truly lies with Alka-Zolka. His knowledge of Nim is impressive. It was not long into our discussion of the stone's whereabouts that we were able to piece together where it must be. As you can imagine, he could not contain his curiosity. Even now, he is combing through the ruins. Please see that he comes to no harm. We often left guardians to watch our most precious assets. I told Alka-Zolka this, but he firmly believes the enchantments have worn thin. I am less sure. Be careful when you take the Grand Keystone. Why is my nose so itchy today? It's not okay. It's not okay at all. Whee! It's nice when I don't gotta go teleporting. It's in the same area as me. Happy days. Zami, you have arrived in time. I believe our prize is just yonder, and I trust Shirito Karito mentioned the Guardians. I have my doubts. They still guard our prize, but better safe than sorry. Should any awaken to our presence, we will reduce them to rubble. Yeah, let's go. Keep your wits about you, Azami. Ooh, we got a big boy. Why does it look like a rock cat in just big rock armor? Like, look at the head. It looks like it has little cat ears. It's adorable. I'm gonna kill it. Yeah. Bruh, that's not very nice of you. Bruh. You stop going after me. Duty complete. That was a little rough there. Just a little. Just a little. Haha, what a team we make. No foe can stand against Scholar and Marauder. The Grand Keystone is ours. Sarita will no doubt be happy to get his hands on it. Bruh. It ain't easy being healer. Let me tell you. You were safe, thank the gods and the Grand Keystone. There you are. Well done, you two. With this, I can cast a sealing enchantment over those my people suffering most. I'm full glad to hear it. Soon the worst afflicted will be at peace once more, safely segregated from the others. But this is only the first step. We need to learn the cause of the sickness before seeing my people cured. You are not alone in this, Cerrito Carito. We three shall see an end to this blight. Thank you, Alcazolka, Azami. I am proud to have you both at my side. Azami, it is time that you learned a new spell for giving succor to your comrades in arms, indomitability. Once it was the sole province of high-ranking scholars. May it serve you well henceforth. Yeah! Give me that heal. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh. Broil. And Broil Mastery. Ooh, upgrades Ruin to Broil. Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. I'm still... Oh no, I'm hilariously up to Broil too, somehow. That's honestly hilarious. I should apparently not even have that. Because I get it here. Lol. Oh well. We have worked day and night on the cure, yet I have little to show for it. My research is at a standstill. I lack for lack of information. I feared as much. If ever men had knowledge of the sickness, it was lost long before this age. Even after careful study of Nemean tablets, I still know little more than what you have told me, that it came from the sea. From traders who returned from the South Seas, yes? They had lost their mainmast in a fearsome tempest and drifted, victims of the current, until at last they ran aground on a desert isle. Half dead, they stumbled ashore and would have perished but for the Lalafellan tribe that lived there. These natives nursed the traders back to health and helped mend their ships. They even sent our men home with an amphora etched with ornate designs, a gift of friendship. Huh. Maybe it's that thing that they gave you. In Nim, we had given them the rights due to those lost at sea. When they sailed into a port a year after they left, you can imagine how joyful the mood was. Yet our joy soon turned to horror. Need more water. My mouth is very dry. Yet our joy soon turned to horror. The traders began to grow ill, for the sickness was upon them. They transformed, and the rest you know. The story suggests the traders contacted the disease on the isle the voyage home must have been. Hold on, the traders were hale and healthy when they returned to Nim, yes? The sickness became known only after they reached port? You mean to suggest that it was not the men who bore the disease? Then who or what? Something they carried, perhaps? Something like the islander's gift? That does seem the more likely culprit, but without the amphora, this is all conjecture, and I would be astounded if even a shard remained after 1500 years. As would I. It was placed on display in the royal halls for all to see. If only I had considered it a possible source. The royal halls. I know exactly where those used to be. Precious little remains of them, but I will scour the area. And if a zombie joins me, mayhap we will be lucky. Of course we'll be lucky. I'll be there. I'm like a luck magnet. Come on. It's the whole point of my character's existence, apparently. Right, Eos. Let's go and teleport. Blip. But when do I get my fairy gauge? I wants it. I needs it. Wrong way. Your mount can fly no higher. Proceeds to go higher. None shall stop me. In my way, kitty cat. You see no sign of the South Seas amphora? You! I will broil you alive. You see no sign of the South Seas amphora? How many times I gotta teach you this lesson, old golem? And I'm away. Whee! It's a very big kitty. You spot something half covered with soil several yalms below you. Bruh. Thank you, Eos. Oh no. You dig out an empty amphora from the soil where it lies. Ha ha ha, we have it. It is ours. Goodbye, golems. Away. Ah, my God. I beg your pardon, you found it intact? See. Incredible, I remember this as though it were yesterday. This is the self-same amphora. Then it is truly an honest-to-God's miracle. Though it occurs to me now that we should handle it with a bit more care, assuming it can, turn us into tonberries. Don't say that. I don't want to be a tonberry. Void scent? That is what attempted to stop you from taking the amphora? Void scent are drawn to the magics of their own kind, which means a void scent of some strength was likely sealed herein. Yes, here, a blinding sigil cut into the bottom. Dear gods, it cannot be. This is the words of Mahak. Mahak? Mahak. Mahak, Mahak, beware the dark. Keep away or lose your heart. That Mahak? And after I'm doubtless inherited from Nim, Mahak was our enemy. Rapacious and unwise, their magi trafficked with the void, grew mighty from shadows, and attacked our lands time and again. Look no further than this. Their sigil, which sealed a void sent in this gift. The islanders must have been their pawns in a plot to bring us to our knees. We were fools, not once did we consider that everything from the Tempest to our trader's miraculous return might be a void mage ploy. I must return to my tomes. Pray allow me to research this, and please tell me if you begin to transform. I hope I don't transform. That would be bad. That'd be really bad. Like, super bad. That bike. Just... Ooh. Deployment tactics. Then galvanize. Effect cast on self or target to party members. Duration time remaining on original effect. No effect when the target is not under the effect. Huh. Alrighty. Thank you for joining me. I gather your noses have not shrunk and your ears? Good. Then you are safe. I think the void sent inside the amphora summoned its kind to distract you while it fled, magically concealed. Traces of his enchantment remained, but nothing else. There were no signs of toxin or miasma in the amphora. The corpses of the creatures you slew were likewise free of disease. What, does this mean our invisible void scent is indeed what spread the sickness through Nim? That is what I've come to believe. As to why it fled, I can only suppose the long years bound within the vase robbed it of its strength to oppose you. But surely it can regain that strength. My gods, if it does, the entire realm is at terrible risk. It does pose a risk, but this is also an opportunity. If we can track it down and lay it low, its corpse may lead us to a cure. There is truth in that. Come, Azami. Let us pursue the void scent forthwith. A moment, Alkazolka. It will require all my skills to track the void scent, and time besides. Moreover, you cannot afford to be defeated once I have found it. As such, I have requested the aid of an old companion. Holga Tolga. He's got an axe! The Tonberries have upgraded. Realm's gone to shite if these sorry specimens are the Royal Marines I've got left. But they'll march like proper soldiers when I'm done, or my name isn't Holga Tolga. Sergeant Tolga? Azami, do you understand who this is? Before us stands the greatest drill instructor of the Nimian military. Come on. We have much and more to learn. You seem happy. Alrighty. We'll see what this guy wants. Why he's suddenly all the way over here, I will never know. Think you've got what it takes to be a Royal Marine? Ha, you make me laugh. Ever worn glasses into battle, boy? Expect your foe to wait while you wipe blood from the lenses, do you? And the scholar? Had a lot like you in the war. More use dead than alive, having their corpses piled high around us kept us safer than their damned magics ever did. You're a bloody joke. But I am here to turn you into a Royal Marine. Royal Marines you will be. First the creed to victory. Come hells or high water. Come on, let me hear it. To victory comes hells or high water. How do you expect to strike fear into your enemies whispering like that? Open your gobs and say it like you mean it. To victory! Come hells or high water, sir! You show spirit, I'll give you that. Now take to your tasks. First, the scholar. There's a band of Mamul Jacel swords that have been eyeing our palace. Walk up to them with a great stupid grin and laugh in their leader's face. The Horsons will hurl everything they've got at you for that. Acquit yourself well and you pass. Now go. Bruh. He's like, yeah, no, go over there, laugh in his face, and then slaughter their people. Okay. Well, okay then. Sir, yes, sir. The ball's on this Tonberry. Why you laugh? You think Mamulja funny? No, you funny. I laugh. See? Ha 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 ha. You die now. I love that. You die now. No, you. The power of AoE. See? Scholar is just DPS. I mean, I'm over level DPS, but DPS nonetheless. I just love that. You laugh at me? No, I laugh at you. You die now. This is the best part of this. You die now. I love that. Ah, you're both still alive. Not half bad. But any real Marine could have done it twice as fast. You truly are the sorriest excuse for a unit I have ever seen. With all due respect, sir, the tasks you gave us were, what was I supposed to achieve by massaging that man with salamander oil? Oh, God. You bloody fool. If you've got to ask, then clearly you learned nothing. And you, scholar, are you going to tell me you don't know why I had you fight without a protector? Chaos reigns on the battlefield, the Marines around you are all you've got, and they will die for your failings. Marines, scholars, everyone has to do what it takes to survive, to be all they can be. Until you understand that you are not fit to face even the weakest void sent, that is all for today. Now get back to training. You're dismissed. Sir, yes, sir. I have been a fool, Azami. I will do as he says. To victory, come hells or high water. I agree with my character there. I'm just sigh. Hoorah! Bum, bum, dum. Quest complete. I gotta admit, this Scholar quest line is hilarious. And that has to be my favorite quest so far, just because the interactment with the Mahulja? The fish dude. Honestly, that was just hilarious. You laugh at me, you find me funny? No, I laugh at you. You're funny. You die now. Like, come on, that is just priceless. Emergency tactics. Transforms the next galvanize and catalyze statuses into HP recovery equaling the amount of damage reduction intended for the bearer. Nice. Sounds useful-ish. So many heals to keep track of on this class, man. How goes the training, friends? As Azami's comrade in arms, it is clear that her prowess with the scholarly arts has increased immeasurably thanks to Sergeant Tolga's advice. Alas, the same cannot be said for me. I have already thought myself a master of Nemean techniques, frankly, based on what I had gleaned from the tablets we uncovered, but the sergeant's training has robbed me of all that notion. I am still a novice. Until Sergeant Tolga says I am worthy, I wish to continue training. Your ambition does you well, Alkazolka. Stay true to this path, and you will become as fine a marine as ever marched under our banner. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to ask you to do the work of two, Azami. I have tried every method known to me to finding our missing void scent, but without success, it seems Nemean magics will not suffice. That comes as a little surprise. The void scent was in Mahak's. I think I already decided on Mahak's earlier, but you know what? It trips me up every time I see it. Mahak's thrall, and likely chosen for its ability to circumvent Nemean wards. Yes, which is why I hope your academics have answers I do not. Have you any writings on void scent? I believe the Thaumaturges Guild in Ul'dah has a collection dating back centuries, including some authored by Beledian forefathers. Beledian. Yeah, Beledian. Beledian, not Mahachi? Perhaps they were the heirs to the Void Mage legacy. In any case, this Ul'dah seems worth a visit. Will you go in my stead, Azami? I suggest you seek out Yayak. She is an old friend whose love of ancient tomes rivals my own. I wish I could see her in person, but I must continue my training as well as look after the new recruits. One, 2, 3. To victory, Azami. Come hells or high water. You do you, little Lullafell. You do you. I'm gonna go do important stuff. I don't know why. I don't feel tired. My body feels tired. I slept like a rock too. So I don't get it. Knock, knock. Hey, I've done things for you before. Our own avatar of devastation. To what do we owe the pleasure? Alka? Zolka? That is not a name I expected to hear, but I am glad my fellow book lover is well. I have indeed read a void scent, available to perfectly conceal their form. There was a tome on the subject, Unseen was the title, penned in the 5th Astral Era, unfortunately is no longer part of our collection. A member of the guild borrowed it for his research expedition, a project which was to last some few moons, however. That was 5 years ago, and he has not been heard from since. Oh, great. A pity he proposed the most fascinating theories on void scent and traveled to the western highlands in Coerthas to put them to proof. Alas, that area was rendered inhospitable by the calamity. There is a chance, of course, that the man is alive and the book unharmed. We traced his journey as far as Falcon's Nest. Mayhaps someone there can point you towards where he ventured next. Lovely! What is he doing all the way out here? That's not okay. That's not okay. Supposed to return your books after borrowing them. Not wait 5 years. Can you imagine the library fees this man has stacked up? He's just trying to, avoid them through, feigning death, I'm sure. Library fees are vicious. Gotta take care of your books on time, people. How now, adventurer? On the trail of a researcher who visited 5 years ago, That's not much to go on. The garrison was still stationed here in those days. Saubini is in charge of organizing the records. If any know of your researcher, it will be her. Let me at 'em. Let me at 'em. Are they in here? Yeah. Saubini! Oh, hello. How might I help you? A man researching Void Scent? Yes. Where was it he was mentioned? Ah, that's right. He stayed here for a time before taking to the North Star Down River, which was one among many sunk that the fearsome primals rampaged during the calamity. You're lucky few who made it to shore were then eaten by vile kin. The boat ran aground and hasn't moved since the river froze over. You may wish to search the wreck yourself, though do be careful of the local wildlife. Ay. Man, these people are a mess. Going around without backup. Well, off I go. Look at that beautiful dragoon statue. I did not mean to do that. I just love the pure, just badass medieval look of Coerthas. Bum, bum. I love this bike. Yeah, this is quite a big ship. Down, boy. And away we go. Ugh. God, I apologize. I could probably use some food, honestly. I haven't eaten yet. It's already 5:40 almost. Wow. Yeah, no, I definitely need some food. Have you found anything that could end our cause? There you are. These things have all seen better days, but here is the book, and the writing is still legible. It'll take time and patience, but I am hopeful its secrets will allow us to snare our invisible void sun. Do my ears deceive me, or did you track down a book? Splendid, Azami. As for me, I would like to think I've improved by leaps and bounds, thanks to Sergeant Tolga. The recruits are coming along nicely as well. With a bit more training, every individual in our unit will be able and ready to face our void-sent foe in battle. Very good, then let us attend to our tasks. The day of reckoning will be upon us soon enough. Ah, it's a purple chocobo. Look at it. Look at the chocobo. So pretty. Oh, it's got a little crown. That's adorable. I still just have a yellow chocobo. I can't change his color yet. I don't know how, anyways. Ooh. Oh god, dissipation. Let you eat the fairy. Orders your fairy away while granting you a full Aether Flow stack. Also increases healing magic potency by 20%. Duration 30 seconds. Current fairy will return once the effect expires. Summon Eos or Selene cannot be executed while under the effect of dissipation. So it's the ability that allows me to just vor the fairy. Just nom 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 nom. I'll take it. Accept. After we do this quest, though, I will probably go heat something up in my microwave real quick, eat it, and then be back. Now that I think about it, I am getting quite hungry. Hangry, one might say. Aha! I've been waiting for this day. What's the plan, Karito? First, we will need to track our quarry. I believe it has been feeding upon the aether of local creatures to regain its strength. The way in which it feeds leaves behind unique ethereal traces as breadcrumbs mark the path of a hungry child. This trail will lead us straight to the Void Sun. How are we to detect these traces? With Lily's aid, she can sense where the Void Sun has left aether undevoured. We will begin our search where you unearth the amphora and follow where Lily leads. Once she senses the Void Sun is near, we will force it to show itself. Lily will illuminate the area, and her light will dispel the magics concealing it. Right, my dear? But isn't her name Eos? Not Lily? Get it right. With the Void Scent visible, we will attack with all our might. The Marines will charge and kill it before it causes more damage. This is it, Azami. Our chance to prove the might of our core. Little one, the fate of the realm is in your hands. Are you ready? Then our course is clear. May our plan ensure the sickness never again claims a victim. To victory, come hells or high water. Swear to God, if I could turn into a Tonberry, I'm gonna be pissed. quite amazing that none of this is even enough experience to put a dent into my freaking XP bar. Kind of hoping by the time I finally caught up to my level 70 quests, I would, well, you know, be a 71. Through the aerial traces remaining from devoured prey, your fairy senses the void scent is moving towards Zelma Ruin. Or Zelma's Run. Alright, moving to Camp Bronze Lake. What is it, Azami? But that way lies Camp Bronze Lake. What purpose could it have there? The healing waters? No. I suppose it is home to. Of course, the wounded Maelstrom soldiers. It means to spread the sickness anew through them. We must stop it. Quickly, to the camp! Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. Quick! We must save them. I didn't assume all those people for nothing. Gods damn it! This place is bloody crowded. If we don't find the void scent quickly, there'll be a lot more tonberries. But how do we draw it into the open if we can't see it? Get the soldiers to evacuate. Azami, find the void scent with Lily's light. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, gross. You can't hurt me. I have a healer. Don't see a reason to leave all these traces up. Azami! Oh my. At long last. What? Monster! For Limsa, for the Tonberries, and for glory! Attack! To victory! Yeah! Tonberry reinforcements! Duty complete. Is it? Get back, it's trying to infect us. No! Now, Azami! Ha ha ha, we are victorious! Yes, when I think on the horror it visited upon my people, But now no one else will share our fate. My thanks to you and Alka-Zolka, both. Aye, you've got my gratitude as well. Good to see a proper Royal Marines at it again. Indeed it is. Today, the torch is passed to you. May the Royal Marines evermore defend the people. Ain't common feeling that safe in a battle. I reckon those Nimians knew what they were doing with them scholars and fairies. I'll have your back too if you ever need it. An honor fighting beside you, madame. If you ever need us, you need only ask. Bloody Tonberry eyes, always running with, bah, who am I kidding? You did a fine job indeed. But don't you dare think of easing up on your training on account of one victory. If you sully the name of my beloved Marines, I'll flay the skin off your back. It's quite possible, he's a Tonberry. Imagine Azami defeating a Void Sen over 1,500 years old. When we first met, I didn't dare think we'd achieve such things together. The threat is gone, and the Royal Marines are both anew. Not a bad day's work, I dare say. But we are far from finished. I do not know what threats the future holds, but they will not find us unprepared, not as long as I have aught to say about it. To victory, my friend, come hell as or high water. I have gathered the Void Sense remains. With careful research, they should yield the secrets I need to heal my people. I am not so naive as to believe the answers will come quickly, yet the cure shall be ours one day. For now, my people will labor so that we may walk with yours towards a brighter dawn. I would see a future where we are part of the realm, not shunned by it. Thank you, my friend. Lily chose most wisely in you. Allow me to pass on to you one of Nim's mightiest abilities, Dissipation. It is a secret spell meant for use only by those scholars who have earned the full trust of their fairy companions. Use it with care. Now I must return to my people, and you to yours. Fare you well, and may our efforts make tomorrow a brighter day. Nice. Includes the Heaven's Ward portion. Quite nice. Alrighty. Nimian Marine. That's what's up. Not bad if I do say so myself. Let's look at all these abilities I've been getting. So, that works with Galvanize. And which skill does the Galvanize? Okay, this one does it. Adloquium. Okay, so that's just one of my normal heals, and then I can use deployment tactics to enhance it. Nullifying damage equaling to 125% of the amount of HP restored when critical HP is restored. Also grant catalyze, nullifying damage equaling... Okay, so kind of just does the same thing. Cannot be stacked with astrologians, Nocturnal Field. So what I'm getting is never use a scholar and an astrologian in the same fight. Or maybe you do want to. But we've got that. We have this. So I would use that before I used Edloquium. That would go before it. I may or may not have to find better spots for my skills. That's all I'm saying. And G does that, and then X is the other one. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I like where most of these are at. Now I can just eat the fairy. Alright, well, let's go ahead and head on back to Limsa. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh boy. Alright, before we start this, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go just, like, throw something in the microwave or, you know, start my oven to, you know, cook something. So, and go to the bathroom. So, I'll be right back. So, sit tight. What's going on? I'm back. I had to deal with cats as well. So, bathroom, cats, feeding cats. Fun. Also grabbed myself a little snack, so. Not feeling as hungry anymore. Which means I should be able to stream for a bit longer. Because I won't be overcome by hunger and the need to obtain food immediately. Zami, that you should arrive at this very instant. It is as though the gods themselves have sent you. Not a quarter bell ago, I received a missive from Surito Karito. An emergency has arisen at the Wanderer's Palace, and he has requested our immediate presence. While I exact the nature of this trouble remains unclear, we can scarce ignore his call. He awaits us at his usual place. Come, my friend, we haven't a moment to waste. Literally every bit of pay I get from these quests goes right back into just teleporting everywhere. I don't think I've gotten a single amount of new gold. Alka Zolka, Zami. Thank you both for responding so swiftly to my summons. Forgive my brusqueness, but I believe it best if we cut straight to business. I presume that both of you remember the invisible void scent we defeated not too long ago? Yep. We could scarce forget such a vile creature. Well, you'll be pleased to hear that I have finished studying its remains and believe a cure may be within my grasp. But mayhap cure is a slight exaggeration. What I speak of will only halt the spread of the sickness, not reverse all of the effects it has had on our bodies. Surito Karito, you are far too modest a man. Truly, what you speak of is incredible, a miracle even. Alas, it is not to be praised for the progress I've made that I ask you here today. You see, Satoto, one of my comrades, who has been assisting me in my experiments, has mysteriously vanished. I am terribly worried. While the rancor has subsided from most of our hearts, we still retain our Tonberry forms. Were we to wander too far from our home here, any number of organizations would be more than happy to have us hunted down. That is why I ask that you, my two most trusted associates, locate and escort Toto back to the Wanderer's Palace before it's too late. Of course, we'll do it. We can hardly ignore the pleas of one of Nim's foremost scholars. Zami and I have an idea where we can start. Let us check the grand companies to see if a bounty has been placed on Satoto's head. Well, I'm not. Bounty? Let's hope it has not come to that yet. The Maelstrom Command is in Limsa Lominsa. There we should be able to ask the Hunt Bill Master if any Tonberries have recently been registered. Well, let's hope not. I mean, I'm high-ranking in the Maelstrom Command, and, you know, nobody told me about this. You know, I'm as high rank as one can get. Well, sort of. There's a rank higher than me, but I have no idea how to obtain it. Alrighty. Bleh. You know, I may not actually get to the roulettes I wanted to do. This is taking longer than I thought it would. Which, understandable there, but still. This is gonna take ages. Good morning to you, sir. How may I be of service today? We're looking to slay a Tonberry. A Tonberry, yeah? We currently only have one Tonberry marked for hunt by the name of Marberry. Marberry, if I recall correctly, he was marked for the hunt from even before Satoto disappeared. The possibility of there being a mix-up between the two is slim. It seems we must continue our search elsewhere. Lieutenant Draconis, Alka, I wasn't aware the two of you knew each other. Rashad, yeah. Good to see you again. I think I may have forgotten to say so the other day, but I greatly appreciate your help with my training. You know, I'm always happy to help. I don't suppose you've come all this way to thank me. However, what brings the two of you here? We're searching for an escaped Tonberry and thought it might have been marked for the hunt. A Tonberry, you say? Well, I can't promise this is in any way related. A few days back, a disturbance broke out in Vesper Bay. They discovered a stowaway hiding in one of the ferries. Indeed? Witnesses say that a small green blur leapt from between the crates and dashed out of sight as soon as the ship pulled into port. While of a similar size and build to a Lalafell or Kikurn, they claim it looked far too alien to be either. C is Tonberry. Thank you. Sounds like you may have just given us our first lead. Zami after me. We make for Vesper Bay with all haste. I'm going over here real quick. I want to look at something. I want to see what this next scholar armor looks like before I even open it. Do 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 do. Alright, I guess I will have to pop open the little chest. Not what I wanted. Anyway, let's see what we got here. That is quite the top hat. Alright, next. I just got books for days. I don't know what's going on with the weird tubes. What is going on with these arms? Oh, it's another one of those skirt things. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it's great. What does it all look like together? This is certainly a look. I don't like the weird, like, tube thing. Like, get rid of that, and this would be pretty nice. You know, I haven't had a quest to get a weapon. I should have had a quest to get a weapon, I thought. Maybe? I only have this book. Did I not receive another one, or did I receive a book? No, no new books. I'm sure I'll get one out of my antiquated. Level 70. Alright, well, let's go to Vesper Bay. Okay. Oh good, for a moment I thought I'd lost you. Let us begin questioning this man here. He appears to be one of the men from the ferry Rosh told us about. Roshat. You're asking if I saw the stowaway? Aye, you bet I did. It wasn't just any stowaway that boarded our ship. Nay, I suspect it was one of them fellas, a gob without a mask. Either that or a rare beastie you can't find around these parts here. Not that it matter, mind ye. Whatever it was, the brass blades are after it, and you best be sure they'll catch it. Indeed, thank you for all your help, sir. If an organization that large is yet to find the stowaway, we've little chance of succeeding in our own endeavors ourselves. Rather than blindly rushing out, our time would be better spent gathering what information we can regarding this incident. I shall go and speak with my acquaintances in Ul'dah. In the meantime, I ask that you return to Cerrito Carito and inform him of all that we've learned. A wild goose chase! There was nobody here. Nobody at all. I've wasted so much money here. So much. Azami, I can only hope your swift return means you've come bearing good news. Nope. Has crossed the sea and is likely now in Thanalan, you say? What could have possibly spurred our friend to do such a thing? Cerrito Carito, forgive my tardiness. I made a small detour to Ul'dah to speak with my associates. Unfortunately, they could tell me nothing aside from the fact that the brass blades are looking into who the stowaway might be. I've nevertheless asked that they keep an ear to the ground and report to me should they learn more. Thank you, Alcazolka. If, as you suspect, our friend has fled to the vast continent of Aldenard, there is little sense in us conducting any more searches. Judging by the brass blade's inability to find their quarry, we should have no need to worry about the hunt or any other institution capturing Satoto. For now, our best option is to wait until we know more. I'm inclined to agree. Should I come across any new information, I will send word to you right away. There's a good chance this search will turn into something of a long-term effort. Azami, I suggest you rest while you still can. Thank you, thank you. Azami, what brings you this way? Oh, it seems then Alcazolka's last missive somehow failed to reach you? He has uncovered information regarding Satoto's possible whereabouts and is currently waiting for you to join him in the Marauders Guild in Limsa Lominsa. You best hurry. Well, alrighty. That bike music will never get out of my head. Ever. Ever. I regret nothing. Somebody's using a Celine. How dare they? Eos is best. I'm out of here. Get this heresy away from me. I can't wait to get to 80 with this class though and get Seraph. Just nom Eos and just spit out a new fairy. Just a brand new one. Welcome, my friend. My contacts have but recently caught wind of a rumor that the Brass Blades are once again on the move. It seems they have spotted a creature matching the description of the Vesper Bay stowaway. Luckily for us, their quarry has fled into the Black Shroud, an area that is out of their jurisdiction. While there is still much we do not know, at least we now have an idea of where to begin. Let us immediately depart for Camp Tranquil. Let's. Okay, about to say, there should be a camp here. Oh my god, you're expensive. So pricey to teleport everywhere, god. Be like, I don't know, 200 gold max. Shoot. I get it. There are a lot of people with like max gold, but you know, I'm still poor. I can't make all this money. Not yet, anyways. As you may well already know, the only way to reach the Black Shroud from Thanalan is to pass through this area. That means whoever or whatever the brass blades were pursuing entered the forest from here. If our hunch is correct and Satoto is in there, we best hurry. A Tonberry who has seen little of the outside world would likely not last more than a few days on their own. To cover more ground in less time, I suggest we split up. I shall take the north, while you scour the south. Once we're done, let us meet back here. Alright. Off I go. That wasn't far. Try as you might, you do not catch sight of Satoto or anything resembling the missing Tonberry. I mean, everything around here is green. What do you expect? That man could blend in wherever he wanted to around here. Try as you might, you do not catch sight of Satoto. Alright. Let's try this way. There it is. I'm just like, where's the mark? Oh, where might he be? You spy a fallen figure, small of stature and green of skin. It's surrounded by poachers. Bruh, get off my Tonberry. He's a black mage! Looks like we've struck gold. Haha, if we skin and sell this thing, we're guaranteed a fortune. Bruh. Seven hells, don't go celebrating just yet. We've got to kill it first. The hide's so thick it broke my bloody knife. And then I killed every single one of them. I need you all to just die. Father, is this where it all ends? Alright, get up. Thank you, madame. You saved my life. That spell you wielded Nemean magics? Are you perchance Azami, the adventurer in possession of a soul crystal? Sarito Karito often speaks of you. That is I. Thank the gods. You're safe. After my search of the northern reaches turned up nothing, I returned to Camp Tranquil to wait for you. When you didn't appear, I began to grow worried and came looking for you. Good thing I did too. Bloody poachers. Oh, but how rude of me. I nearly forgot to introduce myself. Hello, Satoto. I am Alka Zolka, Royal Marine and Marauder. My friend is Azami Draconis, and I have been searching for you. My lady, if I may be so bold as to say so, your radiance It is blinding. Azami, isn't she beautiful? I'm pretty sure she is a he. Oh god. I don't know. Isn't it obvious? Her glowing skin, her comely face. She is clearly a lovely young woman. I don't know about that. The name is Satoto. Now, Satoto, what prompted you to leave Bronze Lake so abruptly? As you are likely already aware, Cerrito Kurito saved us, while on the outside we remained as Tonberries. He has purged our hearts of the rancor. And that is why I left. There is something I must take care of now that my mind is once again my own. And what, pray tell, is that? Over 1,500 years ago, back when Nim was still at its peak, my father was a scholar and a royal marine. He was dispatched upon a secret and incredibly dangerous mission to infiltrate Omdapor. The day he left was the last time I ever saw him. I suspect the reason he never returned was because he was discovered and apprehended by the Omdapori. The dyslexia wants to swap those middle words. And so you came here to the place of the ancient nation, the ancient nation once stood. You do realize that regardless of whether he survived or not, your father, I know, I'm under no illusion that he might still be alive, even if somehow escaped Omdapor. Unlike those of us sealed away in the tower, the passage of time would have eventually robbed him of his life. I'm only looking to find something that remains of him, a keepsake, if you will. It sounds as though you loved your father a great deal. Very well, if this means that much to you, we, the Royal Marines, shall volunteer to aid you in your search. Ahem, right, Azami? The two of you would really do that for me? Oh, thank you so very much. Now let us return to Camp Tranquil. There we can discuss how to proceed. And, you know, kill anybody that would try to harm my Tonberry. You're my Tonberry now. I will protect you. With my life. Because without the Rancor, the Tonberry can't use his knife. Before we begin searching for memento of Satoto's father and Ernest, I must go to Bronze Lake to inform Cerrito Kurito we have found his dear comrade and that she is safe. Speaking of which... Satoto, you must promise me you will never again do anything so reckless as wandering a foreign land alone. The realm is a dangerous place, doubly so for someone with your affliction. Very well, if it really means that much to you, I shall make that promise. Ahem. Good. That is all I ask. Azami, I ask that you look after Satoto and see that she gets some rest, that she might recuperate from her ordeal. We shall make for the lost city upon her full recovery. Sounds good to me. Stuck in my head. Sorry. Satoto, you appear to be doing much better. Even your complexion has returned to normal. Indeed, I too noticed that my skin once again glows a healthy shade of green. Azami, now that Satoto has recovered, our search can begin. Ere we depart, let us quickly review what we know. Not a damn thing. Sototo's father was a scholar in the Royal Marines who had been dispatched on a mission to infiltrate Omdapor. He was to return with a cure to the disease that threatened to engulf Nim, only he never did. Yes, I am almost certain he was caught, captured, and then killed by the Omdapori. Even if that was not the case, after 1,500 years, we can safely assume he is no longer alive. I hold out hope, however, that some of his belongings remain. The Omdapori were extremely dedicated to expanding their knowledge of healing magic. Anything in a scholar's possession would have been of incredible value to them, and had your father been captured, they would have confiscated all that he had. He would then likely have been transported to a remote and secure location for interrogation. That means our chances of finding anything that once belonged to him will be highest in Omdapor Keep. Oh, Alka, not only are you terribly kind, but you're keen of mind as well. My dude's got the hots for a tonberry, is all I'm saying. I mean, can you blame him? It is a tonberry. Look at it. Look how adorable it is. And they're both short. It's a match made in heaven. I mean, it was once a Lalafell. Ahem, thank you. Now, in the final years of the War of the Magi, Omdapor was demolished by the Mahachi. It was overrun with a myriad of void-sent beasts that linger to this day. As we forge forward, you must be sure to keep your wits about you. Omdapor Keep is fraught with dangers, both known and unknown. Well, let's get to it. I get to, one soloed keep coming right up, I guess. Bam, bam. We finally made it, Azami. If you're ready, please lead the way. Duty commenced. Alrighty, I don't need my map. Just gotta broil him alive. Mwahaha. All the pages are in tatter. Perhaps we'll have better luck with the next one we find. Nothing in this bag looks as though it could have belonged to him. Alright, let's keep searching. The interrogation of the Nimian spy we apprehended is scheduled to soon take place in Moot Hall. The healing powers his people wield are not like to those of white magic regardless of what it takes. We must find a way to determine the mysterious source of his power. We suspect his robes are crucial to his spellcasting. They will no doubt hold some of the answers. For now, however, we will be sealing them away in one of our mana idols. Alright. Yeah, that'll work. I'll put this there. Ooh, what do we got here? Chest is full to the brim with treasure. Not what we're looking for, let's leave it. But treasure! Bruh. Why you do this to me? I want treasure. I deserve the treasure. Give it to me. Give me your goodies. guess the only point of ruin is you can use it while on the move. Oh, you're a big boy. Oh my god. Bruh, what is with all this lightning? What is going on here? Oh god, okay. This is a bit of an issue here. Yeah, that thing just started like it was going well, and then there's just lightning everywhere. Yeah, we'll try that again. All a part of learning the class. I am not a very good healer. Oh god. Alright, come on, you darned tree. I've got my normal heal, I've got a group heal, and then I've got an instant group heal that has a recast of 30. Yeah, this is probably what I want to use against the boss. Right. Alright, we did it. So Toto, Uzami, perhaps this is it. Oh, we did it, guys. Oh man, having to dodge around AoEs, heal, damage still. Ugh, healers do not have it easy. Look, it's a Nimian grimoire. I recognize this. It's my father's. And these? These are his robes. They're from the day he left. All of it's been so perfectly preserved. It's almost as though he were wearing them but yesterday. Oh, what's this? Is that his soul crystal? Yes, and within slumbers the fairy that has been within my family for generations. I had thought I had lost nearly everyone in that godforsaken war and the terrible disease that followed, yet, in spite of all odds, here she is, the last of my family, sitting right in the palm of my hand. I would give anything to see her again. Lilac, Lilac, please answer me. Uh-oh. That's not good. Satoto, what happened? Wake up! Zombie, something's wrong. She's not responding. We must get her back to Camp Tranquil immediately. It's not good. It's not good at all. Zami, you're a royal marine and an outstanding scholar. Besides, surely you can diagnose what's wrong with her. Satoto has no external injuries, and both her breathing and pulse are stable. Despite this, she appears to have slipped into a coma, from which she will not wake anytime soon. She won't be waking up anytime soon? No, that can't be. What in the seven hells happened back there? Troubled civilians in need of a helping hand, I presume? Might the wood whalers be of assistance? Ah, well, if it isn't the adventure, what brings you to this neck of the woods? Zami, is this another one of your friends, I take it? So in essence, a botched invocation rendering this thing unconscious? The solution is to that is simple enough. Just leave it there to rest until it wakes up. Thing, how dare you speak of Satoto in such a callous manner? And to think that you would suggest we leave this beautiful young lady out here in the open until she wakes up? You must be mad. Young lady? You're quite sure that's what she is? My apologies. I shall carry the young girl inside and see that she is given a proper place to rest, but before that, this coat of green mucus isn't contagious, is it? Green mucus? That's not green mucus, it's, never mind. No, it's not contagious, you should be fine. Thank you for your help, sir. It is greatly appreciated. Man, why is everyone so rude to my Tonberry? That's not okay. You be nice to the Tonberry. Tonberry did nothing wrong. At least for now, we can rest easy knowing Satoto is safe, or as safe as she can be given the circumstances. All should be in order. I've seen to it that your friend has been given a comfortable bed to rest in until she recovers. Azami, I shall return to Bronze Lake and inform Cerrito Carito of all that has happened. Perhaps he will be able to shed light on what is wrong with Satoto. In the meantime, I would ask that you remain near on hand and keep an eye on her. Don't worry, I shouldn't be away too long. Man, poor Satoto. Azami, something's terribly wrong ever since she collapsed. Satoto hasn't so much as stirred. According to Sarito Karito, the sickness transforms not only the body, but also the quality of the afflicted individual's aether. As such, attempting to summon Lilac in her current state likely drained her of nearly all her vitality. A bit of rest, however, should have been enough to replenish her reserves, and she should be awake by now. The fact that she is not means something else is amiss. Please go and have a word with Sarito Karito, scholar to scholar. Perhaps if you were to combine your wits, you might learn what is wrong. I shall remain here and look after Satoto. Alright, my little main man. Do what you can, keep her safe. I'll be back. Oh man. Poor little Satoto. Heal. Oh, it's thundering in game. So Satoto still slumbers on? Normally, when scholars summon their fairies, they do so by extracting a portion of the aether circulating through their body and willing it to take shape. By releasing that form, they can then dismiss it, and the aether will flow back into their bodies. This is what should have happened to Satoto when she fell unconscious. I cannot understand why she remains asleep, unless... What if she only managed a partial summoning? There's a possibility that all of Satoto's aether fled from her body upon calling Delilat, causing her to then fall unconscious before the fairy could fully manifest. That would mean this unbound phantom is out there somewhere, aimlessly roaming the land and preventing her from regaining consciousness. You and Alka must hurry to find a dispatch of it before it wanders too far. It may be the only way to wake her. You know, nobody's paying all these teleport fees. God, it's so freaking expensive. Finally, you've returned. What did Sarito Karito have to say? A partially summoned familiar? Then as Sarito Karito suggests, we must hunt this thing down and destroy it. Do you recall how right before Satoto fell unconscious at the ruins, the purple sphere of light appeared before us? That must be the Phantom Fairy to which he refers. Problem is, the moment it materialized, it vanished from Amdapur Keep. There's no telling where it could have gone. The two of you looking awfully somber. What's wrong? Does this thing by any chance resemble a floating violet orb? Why, yes. So you've seen it? No, but lately many of the whalers have been claiming they've encountered a specter in the forest. In fact, the reports have been so numerous in number that I've been given orders to investigate the matter. Interestingly enough, the description they've given me seems to match this phantom fairy of yours. Aye, that'll be it, alright. Well, I'd like to immediately begin my search of this fairy specter. There are a few rather pressing matters I must attend to first. Not to worry, Azami and I will take it from here. We've already troubled you enough as it is. Very well then, my men have spotted the thing along the upper paths and Snake Molt. You may want to begin by searching both of those places. Thank you. I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing it for the young lady. It's not as though I could simply stand by and watch a helpless girl fight for her life. He's such a good guy, isn't he? May not seem it, but somewhere in that man is a good heart. Now then, immediately begin surveying the area Lardinel mentioned. You take the upper paths, and I'll go to Snake Molt. Am I taking the upper paths just because I'm taller? Huh? Is that what this is? What do you want from me? That is a giant frog lizard thing. You notice nothing out of the ordinary. Alright. Continue on. Alright, nothing out of the ordinary here. Let's check the next spot. Ooh, this one's got monsters. Out of the corner of your eye, you see an eerie glowing presence floating towards you. It releases a hideous scream and you find yourself under attack. Holy! Not the button I wanted to hit. I'm guessing that's what ended up happening to the fairy. I feel bad for it. And that could also be something completely unrelated. Well, related, but technically unrelated because it's not what we're looking for. We shall see. It's about time you came, my friend. I was beginning to grow concerned. One of the beasts in the forest had gotten the better of you. Who do you think I am? I myself encountered a fair few woodland creatures during my search, one of which was a purple sphere of light. Alas, it turned out to simply be a will of the wisp. By the expression on your face, I assume your investigation went no better. Nah. Where the seven hells did that thing fly off to? There you are. Just moments ago, one of my men was attacked by your fairy. What? According to him, it disappeared into the lost city of Omdapor. We won't be able to give chase just yet, however. Entry to the area is heavily restricted due to the darkness which permeates it. We need to receive permission from the Order of the Twin Adder. I shall go and request that right now. In the meantime, I ask that you wait here. Landonel, with all due respect, why is it that you're so intent on helping us? To put it bluntly, the fairy is our responsibility, not yours. I told you before, green of skin or not, I can't stand to see the young girl suffer. After all, the duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Now, if the two of you are planning on joining me in this fight against the Fairy Phantom, I suggest you begin making preparations. Taking this thing down is going to be no easy task. Oh, you. But it is I, Warrior of Light. I've been gaining XP at such a slow rate inside these sanctuary areas that the bar has finally gone past. Oh boy. Ooh, Aether Pact. Orders Fairy to execute Fey Union with target party members. Effect ends upon reuse. Fairy gauge costs 10. The fairy gauge increases when a fairy is summoned and an Aether Flow action is successfully executed while in combat. Nice. And I get my outfit. Let's go. Azami, you're here. Excellent. Landonel, mere moments ago, received the necessary authorization for us to enter Omnipor. He'll also be accompanying us into the Lost City. He claims that in watching over Satoto, he's developed a brotherly affection for her and wants to help. Honestly, I think he's just raring for a fight. Why not both? Well, whatever his reasons, I'm simply glad for his assistance. The more seasoned fighters we take, the faster we'll be able to dispatch the parasite leeching Satoto of our Aether. Now let us head to the gates where we will be meeting Landonel. Alrighty. I'm gonna laugh if after the end of this we find out Satoto is not actually a girl. It would be quite hilarious. It's just like, ah, fooled ya. It was a trap all along. Are you ready, Azami? Good, the moment Landonel joins us, we'll enter the Lost City. Let's go! I'm ready, how about you? Alright. Man, look at this place. So pretty. Alrighty. Not what I meant to do. And this is just a, Okay, I don't have to, okay, I keep selecting for Whispering Dawn. I don't have to, that's just all party members get regen for 21 seconds. Okay. I don't know my abilities all that well. Oh, I turned away from that. But it does not matter, I can assume to myself. That is honestly useful. Oh, I'm blind. Ah, never mind, no I'm not. Is it waiting for us? Fallen Kuriboh. Kuriboh! Oh no, 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 no. Ow. Ow. That hurt. Oh, duty complete. That was fun. Yay, we did it. Is it gone? Haha, it is. We did it. Another victory for the Royal Marines. Statue stopped moving and the earlier dread I felt has begun to recede. It appears the Phantom Fairy is no longer. Yes, which means there's a very good chance Toto's Aether has returned to her. She'll be up soon. Let's hurry back so that she might have a friendly face to wake to. Oh, what do we got here? Azami, what in the God's name are you doing? Come, we must return to Camp Tranquil post-haste. Hold on, my fairy was leading to me some treasure because you guys never let me have any. Eos lets me have treasure. Eos is cool. Come on, Eos. That fight took a lot more out of me than I thought it did. Where's Satoto? And Landonel, for that matter. Satoto, you're awake! Alga, what's wrong? Are you alright? You don't remember? You attempted to summon Lilac and fell unconscious. You've been asleep this entire time, well, at least until we defeated the fairy you had called forth. I had no idea. I'm so sorry. It was never my intention to place any of you in harm's way. While I was sleeping, I had a dream. It was of my father when the first wave of the sickness hit. Person after person began taking ill. I watched as he and the other scholars rushed through the streets trying to save anyone they could. Then the sickness struck me. When my skin began to turn green and my limbs began to shrink, he decided to embark upon a mission to obtain the cure. One he knew was destined to end in failure from the very start. He made his way to where all the white mages resided, the enemy nation of Omdapor. In a last-ditch attempt to save me, he infiltrated their borders. I suppose we all know how that story ends. Even if he no longer cared for me, loathed me even, for what I had become, it wouldn't matter. I just wish I could have seen him one last time. What are you talking about, Satoto? Your father would have been delighted to see the stunning young woman you've grown into. Thank you, Alka. You always know what to say. While I've always known I'd never again feel my father's loving embrace, I had thought that maybe, just maybe, I could have at least seen his fairy. In my selfish desire to do so, however, I put everyone in danger, including Lilac. Words are not enough to express how sorry I am. That reminds me, Satoto, do you have any idea why Lilac was so drawn to the Lost City? You need not worry about it, friend. There's likely little rhyme or reason to the action of a frenzied spirit. Maybe, but the way she was moving seemed deliberate. Almost as though she was trying to show us something. Do you have any ideas, Azami? I've got at least one. A gemstone? I think this is what Lilac was trying to lead us to. We should take it to Sarito Karito, that he might examine it. He, of all people, will be able to comprehend its significance. Let's go. Oh, I nearly forgot. Landonel, sir, thank you for taking care of me when I was unwell. Think nothing of it. This world may be full of self-serving men and women, but don't forget that not all of us are like that. Should you run into someone or something that threatens to hurt you, be sure to come and find me. Once I run them through with my lance, they should bother you no longer. Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to do that. Aw. It's so adorable, isn't it? Landonel taking a liking to Satoto. La 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 la. You know, I didn't think that this would take almost 4 hours. But here we are. Strito Karito, there is something we would like for you to examine. Azami discovered this gemstone in the lost city of Ampador. It seemed as if to be of great importance to the fairy Satoto summoned. Indeed? Dear gods, it couldn't possibly be. This gemstone, it appears to contain concentrated white magics. How did you find this? From what you described, I can only surmise that this is the Guardian statue's crystal core and the source of its power. Is it possible, then, that this is what Satoto's father sought to acquire by infiltrating Omnipore? It is very likely. Had the Nimians managed to obtain and analyze one of these gemstones, we could have found the remedies to any number of diseases, possibly even that of the sickness which destroyed our lands. It is just as I thought. Lilac was acting with deliberate intent. She had guided us to the lost city that we might uncover this. Normally, a fairy which has failed to fully manifest is nothing more than a sphere of turbulent etheric energy, incapable of being manipulated by its summoner. Lilac, however, is in part a remnant of her father's aether. Perhaps she retained his strong will to see that Satoto was saved. Lilac, father, thank you. Thank you for everything. In my selfish desire to reconnect with my father, I caused the two of you a great deal of distress. For that, I am terribly sorry. Satoto, there's no need to apologize. Your undying gratitude is more than enough. Thank you, Alka, for everything. That you should even now treat me like the young girl I once was. It is perhaps what I've come to like about you most. My apologies, Satoto. I didn't quite catch that. Do you think you could... Satoto? Are you alright? You're going red. Mayhaps you need to lay down and rest. I'm perfectly fine, although, Alka. The next time the Royal Marines are out in training, would it be alright if I joined you? Of course, you'd be a fine addition to our ranks, my lady. You are the daughter of one of Nim's very own Royal Marines, after all. Alka over here trying to get it on with a damn Tonberry. The wonders of the world may never cease. For now, this is enough. When the day comes that I regain my original body, however, I pray that you will give me strength, Father Lilac, that I might one day convey my feelings to him. Ah! Tonberry wants to get it on with the Lalafell. The two of you have gone to great lengths to bring Satoto safely back to us. For that, I cannot thank you enough. The gemstone that you brought back from Ampador at Lilac's behest will no doubt pave the way for a new generation of scholars. I shall begin to analyze this gemstone straight away. I will do whatever it takes to discover the cure and thus carry on Satoto Father's legacy. And speaking of legacies, you have shaped up to be a mighty fine scholar, Azami. I cannot help but feel proud whenever I look upon you. Oh, I thank you. What a relief that it is that Satoto's back to normal. While incredibly trying, I cannot help but be glad for our little misadventure. Not only will it aid in Strito Karito's effort to discover a cure, but the Royal Marines have become all the stronger for it. We'll have even earned ourselves a new member. I know I don't say it enough, but thank you, Azami, for always being there. You are an excellent scholar and an even better friend. Now let us leave this place. It is past time we returned home to continue our training. To victory, come hells or high water. Nice. Well, that wraps that up nicely. Yeah. Fairy gauge unlocked. Finally. Fairy gauge displays the current amount of Fey Aether accumulated within a fairy. Fey Aether is accumulated by using actions such as Lustrade and Excogitation in combat, depleting the Aether flow gauge, maintaining an Aether pact, or using Fey Blessing acquired at level 76 consumes Fey Aether. Nice. That's nice to have that. I'll have to mess around with my HUD to make sure I've got it in a quite right spot. I think right now it is obstructing something. Yep. Yes, it is. Come here, you. On. Yeah, there we go. Put you. Yeah, this should be fine. Save. Yeah, it's perfect. Just sits right underneath my Aether Pact. Alrighty. Well, I guess that's the end of my quest line for now. Till I yeah, I guess until I hit level 80 with this class. Or something. I know there's like, a final, hoorah quest for all of these things, because there was one for like Dark Knight and whatnot that I did. Which was nice. I like the Dark Knight quest line. That one was good. So, I was gonna do roulettes after this, but seeing as what time it is and how long this just took, wasn't expecting 4 hours. So, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Next stream should be Wednesday, I believe. As long as the internet is holding up. Went pretty good today, so should be back on Wednesday. So I will see you then, and thank you all for coming by, hanging out. You are each amazing people. So I'll see you in the next one. So take care. Have a good night.